Welcome, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a late night show. For people, if you're on the East Coast, it's already Tuesday morning. For people on the Central Time Zone, it's late Monday morning, and for you people on the West Coast, it's getting close to late. Anyways, welcome to the Clem and Claw Show from the parts unknown. As everybody knows, second and fourth Mondays, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 8:30 Central Time, and 6:30 p.m. Pacific Time. We talked about a few things. We're about to get to that. It's been a very good weekend, actually, decent weekend. Not much more to say. I don't know what you're saying, but that's all I have to say.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Everybody for coming into the show. So happy to be here. Happy New Year.
Oh yeah, by the way, Happy New Year, everybody. By the way, if you have any goals for 2023, make sure they're goals and not resolutions, because resolutions only last for 2 weeks and then they're broken. So let me get that in there. Without further ado, let's get into the news. A lot of catfight news actually. The latest fight that came out was Slap City came back. His newest one came out and involved a couple of ladies who are new to the industry. Uh, this fight happened actually 4 days ago, so it wasn't that long ago. It involved a lady named Laura and another lady named Nika. And by the looks of it, the video's also been uploaded on the man's Gumroad page already. I think he's selling it for $35 already. I've seen it. I haven't bought it, but I've seen it. It looks like, from what I can see, it was a. It looked like, according to him, he said there was a controversial moment in it, which already got my interest already. Just for that, just for saying that. It went 4 rounds. There was a winner. If people like Claus in my competition, so it wasn't all the dirty tactics in this fight. It was actually more competitive stuff. So at least from what I can tell, I won't know for sure until we get this video, but it looks good. And for people, this is Slap City's second he's made since November, because he had one in November, then December he passed, and he's back in January. So he's on the road. I want to give a shout out to my man Caddy Fights. I know for a fact that he's made like 2 or 3 videos already. If you've been looking at his Twitter page, I know one of them involved Dez and Susie. Yeah, definitely saw that one. That was the latest one that came out. And he has another one. I forgot who it was, but I was talking to him, and it looked like he's trying to recruit new girls to do his, to do his thing. So look out for him. Want to give him a quick shout out. Friend of the show now. Definitely a friend of the show. Let's see who else. Yes. Yes. Let me think real quick. Oh, yes. For people who are interested, there's a cat fight between Paris Love and Lil Rampage that's supposed to be on February 27th. I think they're charging. I don't know who's producing it. It's probably Paris, more than likely her. I think they're charging $100 if you want to see. Uh, the fight in general is $50. I'm sorry, the fight is $50. But if you want to get the interviews in the video, that's $100, and then you get all the regular stuff. I'm kind of what you call it. I'm not sure how this is going to go, because the last time we saw these two in catfight action, it was kind of, eh. They fought different opponents, but it wasn't, great. Especially Paris when she fought against Sexy Wife, the retired Sexy Wife. Last time we saw her, she did not look very good. Oh, not her. It was uh, Candy Drip. I'm sorry. Yeah, definitely Candy Drip, and that was not the greatest of fights. And then Lil Rampage's last fight, I think. Can you remind me? I think her last fight wasn't her last fight against Sexy Wife, or was it her last guy fight against somebody else? I don't remember. Oh, okay. So there's that. And then the major cat fight everybody knows about now that's been announced is going to be a rematch between Queen Gia Love and Val Cat Fight. For people to know, that fight happened 2 years ago. It was a private cat fight that ended up being produced by Gia Love. This time, this is going to be produced by Lady Oyanka. The rules are out. I think it's $100 if you want to see the fight live. It's $50 if you want to sponsor the fight, and you get both of them. You get both of them along with the meet and greet, and then I guess their interviews. But that's all I want to say about that, and that's it. That's all I got right now.
When you said both of them, both for what?
Which one?
You said you get both of them.
Yeah, that means if you go to the meet and greet, I think Larry Young is charging people $300 to see the fight live, as in you're
Okay.
actually watching the fight live, and the $50 is for the sponsorship. If you're not there, you sponsor. In other words, you get both. You get the video. You get the video. It don't matter regardless. I guess she's doing a meet and greet after the fight. That's all I know. So
Or
I
when the
know
meet and greet shouldn't be before. Oh wow, hold on, it's
after
hard to know.
after the fight, not before. It's after.
Production and amateur, so I don't know. Yeah. So um, yeah. So what else you got?
That's it, man. That's all I got right now. Uh, the two
That's all you got.
Slap City fights. What's name's fights? Uh, Caddy fights. His. Uh, of course, Leo Yonkers, and then I got. Oh yeah, I forgot one more. Sweet fights. He just brought up a recent one. A
Right,
girl
right.
named The Return of Angel against a new girl named Stephanie. So that's out also. That's also on Sweet Fights Gumroad page. So Gumroad. So for people who haven't been paying attention, Slap City's two cat fights, recent two cat fights are on his Gumroad page. Sweet Fights has his recent one on a Gumroad page also. So a lot of stuff to produce.
Um,
Also, and since I have more news, I might as well keep it going. I know a lot of people don't know about the female wrestling channel with my guy Johnny Ringo and Monroe James. I'm gonna give them a shout out because now they're
mhm.
coming out with some stuff for people like female wrestling. I think they coming up very soon. I think it's gonna be Monroe Jameson versus Cheyenne Joel in the future. We don't know when. This is probably gonna be the end of February. It seems like February is a busy month, I guess. But anyways, if you're a sponsor of that group, you can get that one. If you're a legacy member, $50. If you're a regular sponsor, it'll be $100. Trying to make that fight happen. I get to try to get Monroe Jameson some competition. So we'll see about that. So check that out. If you check out Female Wrestling Channel, tell John Ringo I sent you over there because I'm an advocate of their stuff. That's all I got now. You asked me earlier, so that's it.
That's it.
I'm trying,
Okay.
I'm trying to see if I
And
remember
so,
anything
question.
else. No, that's it.
So, with this being the new
Yeah, go ahead.
year and everything, what are you looking forward to for this new year?
The first thing I want to see more consistent. I want to see more consistent cat fights. As in, I want to see like at least one, one every 2 weeks, or one cat fight at least once every month at least. That's all I'm asking for. I'm looking for just consistency from the fighters more than anything. The producers, you guys, I know y'all are on point and all that stuff. I'm just looking for the consistency of you know, let's get our schedules on point this year, please, compared to last year. I know it's minor miracles, but let's get our schedules on point. And when you actually commit to a fight, can you actually, when you commit to a fight, stick to it, right? Unless you have unless you have an emergency like a death in the family, or you get married or weather or something. Can we have consistency? Because we as fans, we put in our money, and then we have to wait. The week before the fight, we're hearing, "Oh, this fight is getting canceled because this person has stage fright, or this person." People, fighters message: You're getting into a fight. You know what you're getting into. If you don't want to do it, don't sign up. Simple. You're wasting the producer's time. You're wasting the fans' time also because we're throwing hard earned money into this. That's it. That's all I want. Nothing more, nothing less.
Yeah, let's see. For me, so New Year's resolution, I guess mine would be is when you have people in the industry want to sit there and
Billy
take
Speedy.
shots,
The
take
Billy.
shots. Yeah, there's people that want to take shots, things of that nature, especially when they go all off and you can tell that they have the comprehension of a fossilized mosquito. You know, I can only do so much, and especially when I mean you sit there and you just want to. It's just sad. It's just sad. I just ask that in this day and age, don't be no tough Twitter troll. Standpoint of if you all of that, then fine. We can debate this in the open forum. You ain't got to sit behind your profile and you block folks and you sit up there because best believe the spies are out there. You know, in this day and age, you can only hide for so long, and then everything comes to light, just like the roaches that you have sitting at the table with you. You know, but then again, on the table with you in the basement, you know, next to the cot that you and your daughter sleep on that night. But I digress. Right,
Well said, Ashley. Well said.
I
In other words,
digress.
what he's, in other words,
It's
what he's
just
trying to say
that
is
this day and age, just own your stuff. You know, if
exactly.
nobody's talking about you, just leave it alone. That's all. That's all I say. You
In
know,
other words, what he's trying to say is stop causing drama, man. Be your own self, own your own stuff, and keep it moving.
yeah.
We ain't got life don't ain't got no time for you to complain to people and all that stuff. People don't want to hear your problems. Keep
And
it moving.
anybody can be tough when they're sitting there talking to their own audience and really by themselves. Um,
This is true.
and you won't allow for no feedback or no pushback. But it is what it is. You know, if that's
Yep.
what they need to do to vent and to make themselves sleep better at night, I can tell you this: I ain't losing no sleep. Not this one here. So that's my thing. You know, because I was like, you know what? This is a new year. I feel like choosing violence because after a while, you know what happens. Do you know what happens to gnats? Nah, no, to hyenas that sit there because hyenas are loud and hyenas, you know, they're not desirable. Um, when they keep messing with lions, you know what end up happening?
They get eaten.
There you go.
They get
So,
eaten. They get
look here.
slaughtered.
Yeah. So after a while, I'm like, yeah. So, but that being said, you know, good luck to all the producers out there for this year, 2023. Look forward to seeing an exciting year. Um, but we'll see how this
Agree.
rolls. Cause best believe
By the way,
this one's
fans,
gonna be good.
please, fans, be patient. Be patient with these producers. It's going to take a minute, people. You have to understand that writers and producer schedules don't work. You have to be patient with that. Sometimes this producer will have the thing set for a specific day, but one of the fighters or both of the fighters are not available. These things happen. So I need people to not be village idiots. I'm talking about you keyboard warriors who are coming up with your and speaking of choosing violence, I'm going to go ahead and choose violence now. So so
Mm.
like I'm
And
going to choose
we'll choose
violence.
violence. Say
So I hear.
on.
So basically, what I'm going to repeat what he said. Don't be village idiots. Be patient. The fight will happen in due time, not on your time. Be patient. If the fighters decide the particular tactics that they want to use, that's what they're going to use. All we can do is make suggestions, but that's about it. Make suggestions, and that's it. It's up to the producers if they want to do it. He or she does not matter. If they'll take your thing in consideration, but that's about it. So be patient. These fights are minor miracles. If you see a little month where there's no cat fights, there's a reason for it. People's schedules don't work. It's called life. Get used to it. And don't be keyboard warriors. Don't be causing conversations and havoc and all this other stuff. Basically, don't cause stuff that you don't know nothing about. That's my little rant. That's my little violence. Other than that, everybody, let's have a blessed 2023.
Yeah.
Let's have good competitive cat fights. Let's have hopefully everybody's in good health because last year, no, not many people were in good health last year. No disrespect to the cat fight game last year.
Speaking on the health topic, eye surgery next week. So we're gonna pray this go well, and then we get everything back
And your
rolling.
neck,
So,
yeah, you know what? You're
oh,
gonna
and for
be
those, also for those that was concerned about it, yeah, it's getting done. It's getting done next week. So I thank you for your concern.
we're choosing violence, people. I know it's the first show of the year, and we do not care. We're just coming out firing,
We
firing.
choose violence. Might as well. We didn't get the matches we were looking for. We choose violence. Well, as a matter of fact, she wouldn't even show up for a match anyway. You know, no matter who we put her up against, yeah, she wouldn't show up.
Which one?
Which one? Oh wow, that's where we're going now. And then we can say Onyanka. You know, it's like that would be
Yeah.
interesting. There's a line of people I think that would like to kick her behind.
Oh
But the
yeah.
problem is, could we monetize it? Who wants to see her fight?
The answer is nobody.
Like a competitive cat fight, this one not, this one not last long.
Let's just
You
hope.
know,
Let's just hope that the so-called cat fight between the rematch between Valor and Gia is actually as good as the first one. Because if it's not as good as the first one, oh boy,
it's
I
gonna be
hate to
sad
be.
because it's like, and we come back with the retread. Now we're happy for Valor. Valor's friend of the show.
We
We
definitely happy
love
for her.
Valor. Yes, we still looking forward. We're still looking
Actually,
forward to seeing her
I've actually
back on
tried
the
to reach
mats.
out. I've actually reached out to her today. Let's
Oh
see
yeah,
what happens.
yeah. So,
We'll see.
um, yeah. So the thing about Valor, great that she's getting back on the mats. Now again, her match with Gia was a classic.
Yep.
Sometimes with rematches,
Eh,
it's either gonna be more of the same, or I mean, but this is why they fight them. So you never know. Maybe on this day you'll be good. But it was good. It was good. Matter of fact, I would argue that's probably the best I've ever seen. That
agree.
was the best we
I
ever
agree.
saw Gia fight, win or lose. So
Yep.
if we get another one like that, then it's good. It's good for the culture. If not, that's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
That's gonna hurt.
Oh yeah. You asked me earlier. I just now remembered. So sweet fights actually topic for people who didn't know. Some guy was talking about Mila Rose and Nikki Darling. I forgot that one. You brought that up. I forgot about that one. Oh yeah, he came out. Sweet fights came out and finally put it to rest. I don't have to say too much. If you've seen the man's Twitter page, that's it. I have nothing more to say. In other words,
Question,
people, go ahead.
Clem. When you read something that's fully funded, what does that mean?
What's up? Oh, you talk about fully funded? Oh, you talk
Yeah,
about? Oh, I know what you talk about. Oh,
yeah. I mean, what do you think it means? I think I know what it means, but I just want to hear what
for
you
me,
think.
when I think of
Because
fully funded,
obviously, the person we really want to ask, she's
she's not here.
not gonna come on the
Yes.
show and ask
Okay.
the
Here's
question.
for me. Here's what fully funded means. Fully funded means that the producer is paying both fighters, and 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 they got the hotels, they got the
So that
location.
means that this
You
fight
know,
will be fully funded, even if not one single person sponsors for it. Correct?
yeah. That's the way I read it.
Because my understanding fully funded means that you would just go ahead and do the fight, and then once you put it out for sale, then you just recoup. Because if the fight isn't already fully funded, then why are you charging $300 to show up or $50 to watch it if it's not already fully funded? That's what I.
Exactly.
That's me. I don't understand
I
that.
agree with you. I, you're not the only one. I read that thing. I didn't understand the $300 to start with. I'm like, what? The $50 is standard, right? $50 is standard. Most producers charge $50 to see a fight, right? That's standard. Your Tillies of the world, your what you call it of the world. That's just
Right.
standard, right? The $300 is outrageous just to see the fight live. That's just very outrageous.
Yeah, so that's why I was like, it just
And
okay. I just want to
for me,
make sure
fully
it wasn't
funded,
just me
I'm with you.
because I thought I'm like
It's not
that
you. It's
didn't
not
make
just
any
you.
sense.
It's not just you. It
I
still
don't
makes
know.
no sense. I'm still
Not
trying
our
to figure it
operation.
out.
Yeah. So
Okay, so besides that, the rule is simple for her, I guess. So all the normal Cat 5 rules are simplified. I think, yeah, that's it. So yeah, the rules are pretty simple. I don't have to read them. They're on the page. Y'all know what to do. Go to the Twitter page. Read it.
I'm not. Can you read it just for my humor?
Yeah, boss. I will do that. Let me pull this up real quick. I send you it, but let me find my phone. Okay, give me a minute.
Mm,
Okay, so the
sorry.
best way. So oh, there it goes. Up right. Ah, okay. So Valor Catfights versus Queen G of Love rematch is set for May 21st of this year for Lady O Productions. The rules are no biting, no scratching, no face punching, no head kicking. That's not allowed.
Okay.
Allowed hair pulling, face slapping, body and gut punching, whatever. Tip mauling, pussy mauling, trash talking, and humiliation. Those are your rules.
Okay.
Okay. And then the $300 we talked about, that gets you to the door to watch the fight live. I don't know why, but whatever.
Well, this is another thing. So you said May 21st. So this will be the
Yeah,
weekend. This is the weekend after Mother's Day, but the weekend before Memorial Day.
correct.
So that's the weekend
Correct.
you're paying, and so that's 4 months from now. Well, a little over 4 months from now.
Correct.
Okay. And again,
4 months and 12 days.
I guess again, I guess the thing that just gets me, if it's fully funded, then why do you have to promote it 4 months out? You just promote it
Thank
like
you.
that's just me.
It
It
makes
doesn't
no
make any
sense.
sense.
It makes no
It
sense to
makes no
me.
sense.
To
Then it's not
You're right.
fully funded. Eh,
Exactly. It makes no
then what are we
sense.
talking about? It's just okay.
Right. Like you said, fully funded. The way I look at me, and you are the same way. The way we look at fully funded is when you look at. I'm thinking about everything's done. Like you said, this if this fight is supposed to be in May, there's no need for you to announce it in what you call it, January 5th. There's no need for that. Wait till you get closer, like you said. Right. You get closer,
Mm.
then you make the announcement. That's how you do it, man. Because now people are gonna like people like me and all that stuff. I'm gonna forget because you put it in like January. I'm like, you got February, March,
Well,
April. Nah.
we remember the last time we were waiting on the 4 month for a cat fight from Lady O Productions. We saw how that goes.
Nothing happened. It
Right.
was a complete
Her better
disaster.
fights come out is when she gives little to few to little notice before, and then just go ahead and come out with it. This. What are we talking about, man? Please, okay. Because there's a lot that can happen in 4 months between now and then. A whole lot that can happen.
Yeah,
Nah,
yeah.
nah. Yep.
Uh, Whatever. So yeah, that's the deal on that. So for you fans, now y'all know that there's a fight coming out in 4 months. Uh, do what you want on that. If you want to sponsor it, go ahead. But no events that that if you want to go live, you're gonna have to pay a lot of dough. You're just not gonna go in and just to watch. You are gonna have to actually pay a good amount,
Yeah.
a lot of money. I'm sure this fight's happening in New York. That might be the number one reason why it's so high. That's a guess on my part,
I mean,
or it might happen in
it
Florida.
just interesting.
Either way,
I mean,
right?
this is
Because either
probably
way,
gonna be
because
about the most time she gets on the show this year anyway. I guess this is a trade for print, from a Twitter page,
I agree. Like you
and
said, this is
tip of the cap
yeah,
to the spies that
like
sends
you
me
said
the
before,
stuff.
yeah.
Tip of the cap for that, 'cause they
But
send
that's
me
like you
all
said,
kind of stuff. It's just cowardice, man. It's just
I
coward. It's
agree.
just being a coward. You know, you know what the definition of coward is, right?
Someone who's
I
like a
would
double minded in all their ways. They say one thing and then they do something else. That's being a coward right there to me.
well, I would give you with Oxford Dictionary like to say what coward means,
Someone that
and
says
it
something
is a
just
noun.
I
It
got
is
that
a
right.
person who lacks the courage to do or endure dangerous or
Mhm.
unpleasant things. You
Huh.
know, so
Huh. Interesting.
yes, but
Dangerous and unpleasant
being
things.
nice and respectable isn't dangerous or unpleasant. But
No.
when yeah, that's all I ask. That's all I ask. Because for some of us, taking shots about whether we dumb and being from the South and being from the West and being black and being male, like we don't know anything. I mean, man, please shoot. You're talking to people here on the stage that did big stuff that done got the film screened on Cannes Film Festival. You're talking to people who got their work published in Virgin Airlines, sitting up there in your home base in New York. I mean, how much farther we got to go? I'm talking about building institutions and programs from scratch. But I'm supposed to be a dumb fungus F. That's why I'm supposed to be. But it's just like do your research.
Since I've been talking about
And
a bunch of producers, what is your thing? What's your prospects looking for this year? I know you're saying you're trying to get a few fights. Do you have any dates set?
yeah, oh yeah.
Yes.
So, like I said, I just got some irons in the fire.
Cool.
Always. It's just that the thing is, would rather sit and wait and get it the way I really want to than just to be putting it out just to be the sake of putting out. Oh, such and such put out something. I got to put out something. Nah, that's not how this go. The fan base will be ready when I come. And my thing is, when I'm ready, I'm gonna come out with it when I'm ready. We'll do some promotion, maybe 3 weeks, 6 weeks at the most.
Mm.
6 weeks. I don't even need that long. The good ones don't need all. The good
I'm
ones
going.
don't need. The good ones don't need all day. I'll just say
True.
that.
True.
When you got your ish together, when we go do it, we just go and do it. At this level, like I said, I've been in this game since '99 in some shape, form, or fashion. So at this level, it's just the good ones. You just
Yeah,
go and do it, and when you do it, I don't have to sit there and make no apologies or nothing. To nobody. When I'm ready, I just go ahead and do it. Like when you look at a Basquiat or a Monet or a Rembrandt or something, they paint it when they paint it. And then I'm
true.
sitting
My
there
man,
putting these
My
folks on
man,
the
thinking
clock.
artist. I like this Rembrandt and
You know,
Baudet and Van Gogh. You might as well you
that's
go on literature. You might as well go Van Gogh and
that's
Shakespeare and whoever else you're going
right.
with.
You don't put these folk on the clock. You don't look at Shakespeare and be like, hey man, hey man, hey man, we need another tragedy. We need another comedy. And it's like, well, that's not how Shakespeare wrote. Like, man, I don't roll like that. You know.
Since we're done
So
talking about cat fights, I'm gonna talk about our people, our viewers. We want to thank you guys for last year because last year was very good. Last year we had some good views. We had some special guests. I want to thank the special guests. I've shot done this last year. My bad. I want to thank the special guests from last year. If you guys want to be a special guest, make sure you contact myself or Claus Well and see what we can do. That's if you're serious. We need people, serious inquiries only. We don't need people who are fakers or people. Serious inquiries only. I need to say that now. Serious inquiries only. We're looking for anything. It don't matter if you're a session wrestler or a cat fighter or whatever industry you are. If you want to come on the show, contact us and we'll see what we can do. Y'all know our schedules. That's it. Other than that, we're just gonna keep rock rolling on this show, man.
and
Me and
that's pretty much
yourself.
it.
And that's it.
We were trying to stretch them. God. But you know
In
what?
fact, we're
Again,
about to finish it
I'd
now.
rather have a I'd rather have a good, 27, 28 minutes than to be trying to drag out the show for 35 just to meet a quota.
And and
Again,
speaking of that, we're
good ones
yep,
do it in one take, Doc.
and
That's
we're
why.
done now.
Yeah.
Time for the roll the credits now. We are ending the show
Oh,
because
credits.
roll the
All
credits.
right.
There's nothing to speak of. I'm
I can
going
be
in
reached
first. Go ahead,
on
you first.
Carswell at IG and Twitter.
And I, Clement, can be reached at Clem underscore Akufo on IG and Clem Akufo on Twitter. And as everybody knows by now, the next show is going to be January 23rd, Monday, January 23rd.
23rd.
Because now I got my calendar. So I'm actually on point here. So January 23rd. Hopefully by that time we might have some matches, something, maybe anything relative, maybe not. That'll be the week after Martin Luther King Day. Speaking of that,
Yep.
that'll be the next Monday. Like I said, for the parts unknown, my for Klaus Webb, myself, Clement Okufo, we are out of here. See you guys in 2 weeks.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, peace.